If there is one fashion brand that I feel like all the it girlies are wearing, it's Sezane. Sezane. It's French. This brand has millions of followers on Instagram and have really nailed that modern French chic it girl. I feel like I'm gonna say it girl a lot of times in this video. Their knitwear has rave reviews. They have been seen on a bunch of different celebrities. And I need to know. I want to try it. I'm gonna put my meat sack on the line as well as my wallet. So today we're gonna be doing a try on haul and review. I'm gonna buy some stuff and we're gonna test it out together and see what it's like. Let's find out if it can make me into a cool girl. Probably doing the fedora tipping movement isn't gonna help. And we'll see if those online expectations, which I'm not gonna lie, my expectations are quite high given all of the hype around this brand, match up in reality. Okay, bonjour everyone, or should I say, how do you say good evening in French? Bonne soirée, everyone. It is time to shop the Sezane website. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't think it's Sezane. Don't think it's Susan. It's definitely not Susan. But the Sezane website, I have heard so much about it and I think it's time. So Sezane is famous for their knitwear, so I think we should start there. Ooh. Everything just looks so nice. I've heard a lot about this Betty cardigan. I can see why it's popular because it's kind of a jacket, but it's also a knit. Like this is very much a thing where I'd see this on someone else and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But I don't like want it for myself. For 275 Australian dollars, which is not a small amount of money, but for that material composition, I've seen a lot of clothing brands that have like 100% merino wool jumpers or wool cashmere blend things, and they are around that like 150 and up sort of price point. And this is also like a cool girl brand, so you have to pay the cool girl tax. Super cute, but not for me. This definitely seems like something for me. I literally had a polo top like this, but it deteriorated because it was not particularly of good quality. 46% merino wool, 42% organic cotton, and then the rest are synthetic. It looks really cute, but I'm going to challenge myself to not buy a cute white top because that's my comfort zone. $200 is not a small amount of money though, but again, it's hard to tell without trying things on. I personally don't mind spending a bit more money if it's something I'm going to wear and wear and wear again, but that one can go on the wish list. We'll come back to it. Ooh, okay, this looks cute. This is the Gaspard cardigan. I've heard of this one. I feel like this one's a popular one and I really like the cut of this and the style of this. If you don't know me, I'm a big cardigan gal. Cardigans are my personal style. It's like that. I wear a lot of cardigans. I love layering them. I love wearing them as a top, just styled like this. And I love the cute little like pearl button. Is it a pearl effect button? I do love a pearl effect. What colors do they have? If I were a yellow girly, that is so cute. This color is so me, the light sky blue, but they are all sold out, which is fine. I do like a pink, although it's really hard to tell online if it's going to be more of like that warm pink or if it's going to be more of that neutral dusty pink, which I can kind of get away with, but something more warm tends to look a little fleshy. Like I tend to look like I'm wrapped in some type of intestine. What's the composition going on with this thing? We should have started there. 37% super kid mohair, 37% baby alpaca, 26% polyamide, of which 22% is recycled. Okay, so 72? No, 74. Math. From what I've seen online, they say the acceptable amount of synthetic fibers mixed into clothes is around 30% is kind of where it caps out. In terms of up to 30%, it can help with the garment's structure and its longevity because super soft fibers like mohair and baby alpaca, you know, they're very soft, they're very delicate. So synthetics, as much as I feel different kinds of way out of, it can have a utility in helping it stay together. So I've heard from the fashion girlies in the know that up to 30% is kind of okay. And then anything more than that is when they're using it to like, you know, save a little cash. I want to try one of these cardigans because this type of style is very me. I think if it's a really good basic piece and the quality is nice and everything and the fit feels good, 185, I'm not. Like, again, everyone's budget and money values are different, but personally for me, I don't mind spending a little bit more money if it's something I know I'm going to get a lot of wear out of, and this seems like the type of basic that for me would be a staple in my wardrobe, right? Because not everything's a staple for everyone. Like when I was younger, everyone was like, everyone needs to have a black leather jacket in their wardrobe. And I was like, I need to have a black leather jacket in my wardrobe. And then I was like, why do I have a black leather jacket in my wardrobe? I don't wear black leather jackets. But what I do wear is cardigans, and this grey looks so yummy. Yum, 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 yum. I'm thinking maybe a yes. In terms of size, I feel like I'm an 8 to 10 in terms of tops for Australia, but they are saying to size down because it runs large. And I do prefer something a little bit more fitted on top. I'm going to go with a small because I think that's going to be the right one for me. Okay, more knitwear. This also looks cute. This is a chunkier cardigan. This is the Emile cardigan in the red. Oh, I like it styled scrunched up. Oh, that multicolored one is so cute. I'm not big on a tortoiseshell button. This is what it's like to be a picky girly. Like I'm like, oh, I like but it's got a tortoiseshell button. And I mean, look, I know some people are going to be like, but just change the button. But it's like, I'm picky, but I'm also a little bit lazy. If I'm paying $275 for a cardigan, I would like to have the buttons that I like. What other colors do we have? Oh, summer blue. Lucy with a light blue piece of clothing, more likely than you would think. Who would have guessed? Okay, composition for this $275 cardigan. 55% alpaca, 15% wool, 30% polyamide. So that's 70% natural fibers, 30% synthetic, which is pretty similar to the other one. Kind of want to try it for science. I will say they do have a generous and nice returns policy, which is very consumer friendly, and I appreciate, because when you're buying expensive things online that you can't get in store, there's no physical location for you to try on Sezane clothing in Australia. So I'm going to go with the old summer blue, and I'm going to go a small again because it's saying to go size below. Again, it's like an oversized fit, so I think we should go with the small. We'll find out if I'm wrong. I feel like that's enough knitwear for now, although, oh gosh, they have so much beautiful knitwear. This is really cute, the Barry cardigan. To be fair, this is kind of just like the Gaspard one, but with a V neck instead of a full. Like they're literally kind of the same thing. All their knitwear just looks so scrumptious, but I think the sample size of 2 will be enough to give us an initial impression. That's so pretty. Okay, I need to get off here. I will say I have been in the market for like a blouse of some kind. I am intrigued by some of these shirts here, like these with the lace, or these like embroidered ones. This tomboy shirt looks very crispy and nice, although I think I want something just a little bit softer. Like that is quite cute with the little flowers on it. I like them, but I'm not obsessed. Wow, they have so many shirt options. I feel like if you're a corporate girly, this would be so clutch. Ooh, this one. Yes. This is like, yes. Yes. You know what it is? I love the neckline. It's a nice open neckline. We've got some cute embroidery there, a little scallop edge. I really like this. $210. Okay, let's just have a look. 100% organic cotton, embroidery is polyester. I'm gonna go with the 10 just because they're not saying anything about it being small or large. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do it. Classic me, just getting 3 things in an extremely similar color palette. Ooh, I like the look of this dress. Again, I'm not really one for tortoiseshell. I feel like I'm sounding so picky when I'm like, I'm not one for tortoiseshell, but I'm just being honest with you. But it's a beautiful dress. Do they have it in other colors? Yes. Ooh, a blue. Ooh, not in my size. And also tortoiseshell. But that's really pretty. Do they have another one? They have a deep blue. Also not in my size. All good. Don't worry. But that looks really nice. This is cute. I don't wear a lot of black. I do like the black dresses. Does it come in, what's the Fiore print like? Okay, 48% organic cotton and then 47% recycled polyester for a dress that's $235. Yeah, not so much on this one. Oh, interesting. So the black one's 97% organic cotton and it's the same price. That is a thing with them. You should check between the different fabric or color choices because they're not always the same composition, which is interesting because the fit could be different as well. Okay, this is nice. It is also $315, which I don't know, is it silk maybe? Because that, like, it's kind of could be silk or it could be viscose. Okay, perhaps not grommet. Oh, does it come in a different fabric in another print? Yes. Interesting. I've been on the hunt for a denim dress, but that is not quite the shape and silhouette I'm looking for, but it's cute. I'm not seeing anything I'm super dazzled by in this section. I am on the hunt for like a denim skirt or like a casual short-ish skirt. It doesn't have to be denim. Probably will be denim, but it doesn't have to be. These are cute, but I can just tell from the model that the cut of them is very straight. There's not a lot of room for the hippies, so probably not those, although they are cute. I do like them. Ooh, does this come in any other color? Because I like the ribbed thing. 53% merino wool, 47% organic cotton. That's a nice little mix. Does it come in any other colors? Natural. Honestly, if you are a girly who loves neutrals, this website has everything for you. So I clicked on this skirt, which is cute, but there's a bunch of prints on here that were not on what we just scrolled through. I feel like this could pair with a lot of stuff in my wardrobe and actually with some of the stuff that I've already got in my basket. 100% virgin wool. That's kind of cool. I'm still not sure how the cut will be on me. Should we give it a go? I feel like if it works out, it would be like so cute. Yeah, let's give it a try. I'm not gonna get them in this order because I feel like my basket is already sufficient, but I know people love Sezane's shoes and they are very cute. Ooh, those are cute with the bows. These, the Paula babies, they're really cute. Ooh, I like those, the little ballerinas. And then I'm a bag girly, so let's have a look at some bags. Okay, basket bags. Very French, I say, not being from France and not having spent that much time there, but I'm like, very French. Like, tell me this woman isn't going to the farmer's market to get some fromage with a $635 basket bag. Very slay, love that for her. Ooh, there's a mini one. What colors does the mini one come in? 3 colors. That is a very cute bag. It is sad they only come in 3 shades of brown, but I suppose that means I'm safe. Okay, I feel like that is a sufficient spread of things to try. We've got some of their knitwear, which is really popular. We have a shirt and we have a skirt. I could do more, but I think that's enough for our first time to test and try. We can always do more in the future. But before we get into trying on everything, I want to thank this video's sponsor, Coupert. Coupert is a free browser extension designed to help consumers save money while shopping online. And before you ask, there is no sneaky link hijacking going on here, like some other money-saving browser extensions, okay? Coupert has 8 million active users and it works on over 200,000 online stores. And it can help you with coupon testing, price comparisons, and cashback so that we can all be smarter shoppers. So for example, I have had a cardigan on my wish list for quite a while now. And through Coupert, I was able to see that it was actually cheaper to buy it on the Iconic than actually buying it on the brand's own website, saving a nice little chunk of change. It can also find and apply the best coupon codes at checkout to make sure you are saving money when you are shopping. And whether you end up finding a working coupon or not, you have done your due diligence to make sure you're not leaving your own money on the table. Thank you again to Coupert for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel. And you can click the link in the description to start saving with Coupert today. And what's that? I think the package has just arrived, so let's go ahead and try them on. I do just want to take a moment to appreciate this box. Sorry, I'm just covering my address. I feel like the box is very lovely. Okay, first look. Ooh. Okay, and it seems like they've wrapped everything in tissue paper. Actually, everything is cardboard and paper so far, which is really nice. I don't know if I would classify Sezane as a sustainable brand, but they definitely market themselves as being of high quality and maybe of more considerate purchasing. I feel like that's their target audience anyway. But that all looks really beautiful. It does feel like a luxurious purchase because, you know, their price point is definitely up there. They've wrapped my 4 items in just 2 pieces of paper as well, not overdoing it. I appreciate that. You don't need to use 4 pieces of paper if you don't need to. And then in the bottom here, we got a free tote with purchase, which I think is nice. You know, it's a bit of a funky tote. It's actually a really nice size for groceries and whatnot. And that is 100% recycled cotton. And there's a little booklet here with some sort of like a catalog and some brand information. And there's a discount code on the back. I think these are nice little extra touches. Again, just some paper, not a plastic kind of glossy catalog. It feels tasteful and brand appropriate. Their branding, I feel like I already said it when I was online shopping, but their branding is just so on point and so consistent. I feel like they know exactly who their customer is. I don't know if it's me, but I guess it is me because it did work on me. I'm doing this video. I've placed the order. Even the bottom of the box has some information about them, their brand, and contacting them if there's any issues or how to do the returns. As a marketing girly, I'm like, this is good branding. It's a nice unboxing experience. Now onto the main event, which is our pieces. I feel like I kind of want to rip the band-aid off and just try on the skirt first because that's the one I'm most nervous about. I'm not 100% confident about the skirt. As a little reminder, this is the Malia skirt. It is made of 100% virgin wool and then a viscose lining on the inside. I got it in the size 10 on the Australian website, which is a 38. And this retails for 210 Australian dollars. I'm of course not a fashion expert or a garment technician, but just in first impression, there's nothing about it that signals as being weird to me. It looks really lovely. Has a little bit of that like wool smell. And yeah, I feel like we're just gonna have to try it on and see if it will fit. Okay, it's on. How will it zip up? Oh, okay. That was uneventful. It is a mini. It is a mini on the website. We knew it was a mini. I'm not 100% sure on the fit. And I'll tell you why, because it does look like it fits, but you can kind of see the fabric like coming in a little bit under the boot. Whereas I think it's meant to, you know, just lie over it rather than come in. It's like a touch too small. Around here fits nicely. There's plenty of room. It's not really the fault of the skirt. It was me rolling the dice and hoping that the standardized measurements would work for my personal body proportions, which is always a bit of a gamble. I think if I was super obsessed with the skirt, what I would do is get a size up and then get it tailored in so there's enough fabric around the widest part of my hips. But I mean, I like it. I think it's really nice quality. I actually really like the length as well. It's cute, but we have our answer. Like, this is wearable for me, but I don't think it's the intention of the design. If you have slightly different measurements or proportions to me, then this is like kind of the most perfect looking basic mini skirt. It could be for you. It unfortunately is not for me, but very close. Next up, I want to try on this shirt. This is the Kellier shirt, 100% organic cotton. The embroidery is polyester, 210 Australian dollars. I will say this is very beautiful seeing it in person. It lives up to how cute it looks online. I'm just interested to see how it fits on me and if it fulfills the dreams, the expectations I have. But this is like French cottagecore, casual, princessy dream stuff. So let's try it on. Okay, I think all the details are really beautiful. It feels really lovely on. It's a lovely, lightweight, breathable cotton. It's not too sheer. I am just wearing a beige bra underneath. Let's try tucking it in. Yeah, I don't know. You know, in a lot of these videos, typically I'm trying products and there's kind of obvious like quality issues, and that's usually what we're addressing, or there's like a fit issue or something that's really obvious, but there's nothing here that I obviously am picking out as being a problem. I'm just not as obsessed with it as I thought I would be. I don't know, I saw it on the website and I was like, that's so me, but now I have it on, I'm like, is this so me? I'm not feeling that chemistry. I'm not feeling the sparks flying, you know? It's like meeting your crush that you've had online in real life, and then you're talking with them and you're like, actually, it's like that vibe, you know? I do like it. I think what I'm also thinking about in the back of my mind is the price point. I think if this shirt was not 210 Australian dollars, like, I mean, even at $100, I really want to love something. But you know what I mean? When you're putting more money behind it, that factor is more important. I don't know, am I being weird? Please comment if you're like, no girl, it's actually like so nice. Or maybe if someone can see what I'm, you know, can see the forest through the trees that I'm looking at. Like, the quality is lovely. It feels gorgeous on. It's just not, you know, it's not happening. I don't know what's going on, guys. I like Austin Powers when he's like, I've lost my mojo. That's not an Austin Powers accent. You know what I mean? I'm like, is something off? Hi everyone, Editing Lucy here. Watching this footage back, I don't know, I feel like I'm being kind of harsh. I don't know if I was just like not having like a good vibe day, because it's been a hot minute since I actually filmed that video. Watching the footage back, I feel like everything looks really gorgeous. Like, everything looks really nice. And apart from like a couple of fit issues and preferences, like, I think everything looks really amazing. And I feel like people might watch this and be like, why is she being so harsh? Like, everything looks really good. However, I am also someone who does believe that if it's not kind of that immediate yes or a strong yes, it's probably a no. And also, even though I make content about fashion, if you've seen my videos, you'll know that I like to keep a pretty pared down wardrobe. I just like to run things in the Lucy Livin personal style wardrobe configuration dealio. I just wanted to pop in while I was editing. I think everything looks really nice. I think all the quality of the items was beautiful, stunning. I would definitely shop for or try on more Sezane items in the future, but nothing was that, you know, hell yes moment in this video recording for me. Okay, back to the video. Let's try on the Emile cardigan. I'm gonna pop my t-shirt back on just so we have like a classic base. Okay, a little refresher on this cutie. This is the Emile cardigan. It is 275 Australian dollars and it is 55% alpaca, 15% wool, and 30% polyamide. I said this at the start, but the color is gorgeous. Like, not to color analysis all of you, but like this color, a gorgeous color. It feels really lovely. I don't know if you can see like the fluffiness of it. You can kind of see there. Alrighty, let's pop this bad boy on. Again, I got it in the small, which it is like a chunky oversized fit, so I don't, let me just try it open. I think my jeans are throwing me off. I'm gonna change this. Maybe, should I put the skirt back on? Okay, that is a bit better. Although now I feel like I'm accidentally cosplaying as Veronica Sawyer from Heathers. Is this giving blob in a chic French way? Or is it just giving blob? What if you just do like one at the top? That's what the cool girls do. This is why it's so valuable to be able to actually try things on. This is the kind of thing where I have seen this on so many girlies and I feel like they look so cool in it, and everyone says how much they like the Emile cardigan, and it is beautiful. It's really lovely quality. I love the cuffs, I love the color. There's so many things I like about it. But if I was just able to easily walk into a store and just pop it on and look it in the mirror, I would be like, oh, okay, this is cool, but it's just not for me. Where this is hitting me on my body is like right at my hips, which is like the widest part of my silhouette. And to be clear, not everything has to be flattering, snatched, whatever, right? I'm not trying to say that. It just looks really boxy, and combined with the weight of the fabric and like the chunkiness of the knit, I just look, for me personally, I don't feel confident in this and cute. In terms of the quality, I think this is gorgeous. I so get why so many people are absolutely obsessed with this. I want to be sad, but I am just glad that I was able to try it on, and now I know. Let's try on the last piece. So this is the Gaspard cardigan. This is actually weirdly the most affordable piece in this haul, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, the knitwear is more affordable than the cotton shirt. This is 185 Australian dollars, so obviously still up there in terms of price point. I really like the gray color. This looks like a good gray for me, which yes, I do feel like I have good and bad gray. There's little pearly buttons. I obviously love a good pearl. Let's try this on. Okay, here it is on with the skirt. Again, I got it in a size small. I don't know if you can see. It's like super cozy, fluffy, soft. Much more of like a fine rib than like the chunky rib we had before. It's a lot longer line than I was expecting. I'm just going to unbutton a few of the buttons because that's how it's mostly styled and realistically how I would probably wear it. Oh, maybe that's too many. Maybe one back. I'm gonna put my jeans back on. It's also a little thicker than I was expecting. I mean, it is thinner than the other cardigan we just tried on, but I was expecting it to be more thin, but it's actually quite plush. That is that tucked in to the jeans, as is how they do style it a bit on the website. I like this one. I do. There's something very like luxurious about the way it feels. It's like cozy and soft. A nice detail that I've just noticed on this one is there is, I don't know if you can see, it's like a ribbon here where the buttonholes are. So it has a little bit more structure and reinforcement than it, you're just poking through the soft material, which is nice. I sometimes get worried with knitwear when I'm putting the, the button into the soft material that it's going to erode the material, but it's got this nice, I don't know if you would call this grosgrain. Is that how you pronounce it? The ribbon. It's a nice, it's a bougie touch, I feel. And that is it. Untucked as well. Out of all the pieces today, this one is the one where I put it on and I am immediately thinking about ways to style it, how it's going to fit into my wardrobe. I feel like I will need to have a little play off camera with a few of my other pieces that I would wear this with, just to kind of, suss it out and be sure. But of everything today, I like this one the most. And I wish that some of the other colors they had were in stock, but I do really like the gray. It's a really pretty gray. What can I say? I am the most excited about the gray cardigan. So in terms of Sezane being worth the hype, I would say that I think it is. And you might be surprised given how this video went, but all of the feelings I had about these individual pieces were more just a personal fit / preference issue. The quality was fantastic. And I don't think that is a reflection on the brand, but it's just a reflection on individual items, which you don't really know until you try them on, which is why I did this. So I would definitely try Sezane again. I would be on their website having a look at sales. I would be looking at new colors they released in their knitwear. I feel like their shoes and bags also look really gorgeous, and I've been really impressed by the quality so far. Let me know if you think I should test out some more items from Sezane, or if there's another brand that you want to test and explore and investigate together, then pop it in the comments below and we should do that. If you're new here and you enjoyed the time you spent together with me, you and I, then please consider subscribing if you want more of this. More of this. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!